It was just a loose connection here. She should be running fine now.
Oh, thank goodness. I really appreciate this.
My name is Marcus Reed, and until recently I believed my life was predictable enough to map out on a napkin. Wake up at 5:30, black coffee, open the shop by 7. Fix cars until the sun dipped. Go home to my one-bedroom apartment above a tavern. Repeat, stability wasn't glamorous, but it kept the ghosts quiet, especially the ghost of my failed marriage. Then, one Tuesday evening on Elm Street, I met the woman who would shatter that predictable rhythm and teach me what it meant to live again. I'd just finished wrestling a stubborn transmission into submission when I saw her. A white sedan angled awkwardly on the shoulder, hazards blinking like a distress flare. The woman beside it looked done. Not just cart rubble done, life trouble done. Auburn hair in a messy ponytail. Green cardigan, eyes like storm clouds ready to break. "Afternoon," I said, walking over. "Sounds like your car and you are having strong disagreements." She let out this tired laugh, the kind you can't fake. "It just died on me," she said, "middle of the road. I was literally begging it to start. It refused. I checked her engine and found the culprit, a dead starter relay." "Easy fix," I told her. "Tow it to my shop and I'll have it ready tomorrow." She asked how much. $60, I said. "And the tow's free if you don't mind trusting a complete stranger?" Her eyebrow rose. "That's generous for a stranger," I smiled. "I prefer mysteriously charitable." She laughed again, and right then I knew I wanted to hear that sound again. "I'm Sarah," she said, shaking my hand. "Marcus," I replied. "You picked the right guy. My shop has the best coffee in a 6-block radius." Back at the shop, after I secured her car, she lingered. "Would you like to grab dinner? I'd feel weird not thanking you properly. I didn't date much. Complications and broken trust have a way of sticking with a man." But something about Sarah felt different. We went to a little Italian place. 3 hours passed like nothing. She was a librarian who loved mysteries and hated rom-coms. She asked good questions and listened like she meant it. She didn't mention the wedding ring she still wore. I didn't ask. The next day, she arrived in a blue dress that made her eyes even more vivid. When she handed me the payment, she hesitated. "This seems low. It's fair," I said. "You could have charged double," I just shrugged. "I could have. But then I'd have to look in the mirror." She laughed that laugh again and said, "At least let me buy you lunch." Lunch turned into conversations, which turned into familiarity, which turned into something else neither of us said out loud. Soon I was fixing her kitchen faucet, then her squeaky door, then a wobbling ceiling fan that wasn't wobbling at all. She wasn't calling because she needed help. She was calling because she didn't want to be alone. And maybe I didn't either. One night on her porch, she finally asked, "Do you ever get lonely?" I answered honestly. "It's better than being with the wrong person." She stared into her bottle and whispered, "My husband died 3 years ago." The wind paused. The world paused. "I'm sorry," was all I could say. "Please don't say that," she replied softly. "Everyone says that." She told me about him, about the house full of memories and the heart full of caution. "I'm tired of being a widow," she said. "I'm tired of being defined by loss." I understood more in that moment than she ever needed to explain. When her furnace died that December, she was shivering in her own living room. I arrived in 10 minutes. "It's going to take a few days to fix," I told her. She looked so embarrassed. "You're staying with me," I said, not as a question. She protested. I didn't let her. That first night, she slept on my couch. Around midnight, I found her shaking, so I offered her my bed. "It's big enough for both of us," she whispered. So we shared it, 2 adults pretending to be fine, but our hearts were thundering. The next morning, she was cooking breakfast in one of my flannel shirts. It felt too natural, too right. Week after week she stayed, her books migrated to my shelves. Her toothbrush appeared next to mine. She made my apartment feel like a home. I helped her with her passion projects at the library, and she researched my family history, showing me old photos of my grandfather's first garage. No one had ever cared that much. 1 year after the day we met, we had a picnic by the lake. As the sun set, she handed me a small box. Inside was a key. "To my house," she said. "I want us to build something real. Not mine, Not yours, ours, she whispered. I just want you to know the door is open. I cupped her face and kissed her. Yes, I murmured. Yes, to the house. Yes, to the future. Yes, to us. I spent years fixing engines, gears, and broken parts. But Sarah taught me that the most complicated repair is the human heart. You can't replace it, only restore it. We didn't save each other, we rebuilt each other, piece by piece, choice by choice. Together we made something better than anything either of us had before, a life neither of us had to survive alone. Thanks for listening. If our story resonated with you, give us a like and subscribe for more.